alive.
Yay! Ah! And the chair is stuck in the yard. Yay! Ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys, good afternoon. It is a beautiful spring day here in southeast Louisiana. Everyone's out mowing their lawn, so we've got the lavalier mic. Hopefully you guys can hear us okay. And we are here to do the May Sakuraco unboxing. So I have subscribed to Sakuraco since when? March now? We started with the Sakura blossoms.
Because you talked about them not having Sakura, I think.
No, they did have Sakura. Yeah, it was Sakura, but it wasn't overly Sakura themed.
Sure.
So this is our third month, and do you remember off? It's about 40 USD approximately.
I think it's 45.
45. So they've gone up with shipping now, which makes sense because DHL has.
I think we checked in March after the stream because you said it was like 30 or something.
I apologize. I do not have the best head for remembering numbers. I can remember times, I can remember people's names, but prices, I usually have to have notes with me. But after this stream, I will put that in the description below. And usually with our Sakura unboxings, we unbox it, we talk about what's inside, and we taste a few items. So since I am hanging out with my fine friends today, I busted out the fine Noritake china. Would you show them your pieces?
Yeah.
And since sometimes we receive pudding-like things, I have a little rice bowl, and then sometimes we receive cake-like things, I have a plate. But before we dive in to this box of tasty treats, and I am definitely ready for it, I am hungry, I am ready for a snack, there's one thing I definitely want to talk to you guys about, and that's about my own project. So, if you are new to the channel, I am a comic artist and illustrator. I enjoy telling stories set in miniature worlds, and this is a collection of 4 Inktober zines, Lilliputian Living, exploring the daily life of Lilliputians, people who are not much taller than 7 inches tall. So if you enjoy charming illustration, would you hold this? If you enjoy charming illustration and prose to match, if you enjoy world building, I think you'll really get a kick out of Lilliputian Living. It's great to read to someone you care about, and it can also be used as inspiration for your own tabletop world building games. And this was inspired.
I had the setup before. You can keep on docking.
No, because the crinkles are going to overwhelm it. Was inspired by my work on this. This is the second volume of my ongoing watercolor comic 7-inch Kara. First volume and this volume, as well as Lilliputian Living, are all available in my online shop at natasoup.com/shop. Pretty easy to find. So this continues the watercolor adventures of diminutive little Kara, an 11-year-old girl who's exploring not only the Lilliputian world, but the human world for the first time. And this is a great gift to yourself or to someone who's interested in reading comics, who enjoys reading comics and enjoys things like Little House on the Prairie or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland or the works of C.S. Lewis. So it's kind of a more gentle adventure. And all 3 of these are available in my shop, and you can read all of 7-inch Kara, except for the bonus chapters and the bonus materials, as a webcomic at 7inchkara.com. And I gotta remind you, the boss always tells me I gotta remind you guys, if you've read Kara and you've enjoyed it, it would really mean the world to me. It would be the biggest help if you would review it over on Amazon and on Goodreads. And I'll make sure to share a link in the description later on as well. So I'm gonna check the chat, and Joseph will go ahead and open up the Sakuraco.
Sure. Is it already cut?
I have not cut it yet. Oh, I don't appreciate that YouTube unlived us for a second.
Yeah. So it created a separate video?
I don't think so. It just disconnected for a second.
No, it might be that it's on wireless.
It is, or has been.
So maybe the signal is just intermittent because you're slightly too far away from... To be clear, I meant Wi-Fi, not cellular.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Well, they're both wireless. This is taped pretty well.
They got it real good this time? Ooh. And
It's postcard.
I
Or
was...
not technically postcard, but miniature print.
And I don't think it says anything different than the other months. And this month is Mochi and Sakura. And this is indeed the May. Ooh, everything in there
Those look
is
like little
really
mochis.
pretty.
I'll pull out the tea-based thing last, the hardware. I don't know what these are. I think it's a pastry.
Those kind of look like chestnuts or figs.
Yeah.
That might be the tea, because there's two of those.
Yeah.
Ooh, a cookie. That's a cute cookie.
Some little cookie.
Those look like
things.
Monica's.
Some jelly candies.
Oh, Mom's going to be bummed that she missed that one.
I forget what these are called. You probably know better.
These also look like a type of Monica. Now, there is a little bit of dust in the bottom of the box, like something might have gotten popped in transit or leaked in transit a little bit. I'm impressed that
this
held
looks like
up.
It's actually designed to go with the hardware. So that'll be
Oh,
interesting.
interesting.
Little fishy guy.
That's cool.
It's some sort of jelly powdered candy. I forget what that's
Delicious.
called,
I'm
too.
glad I grabbed a bowl. Might have to get another.
This is just a little gift, I guess. No, actually, it feels like there's a mochi inside,
Yeah.
but it's hard to tell.
Packaging is really nice.
Yuzu mochi? I don't know. It does say mochi
They are
on it.
fond of their
Butter cake.
Baumkuchen. I think we've gotten one in every box.
This just looks some sort of
Like a cracker.
Cookie cracker. Yeah.
Couple more cookie crackers.
Yep. I don't know if the
One's
design,
a little
I think the design
broken.
is on the cookie.
But, I mean, I'm impressed.
The ribbon is on the package.
Yeah.
But
Oh, the tree is on the
tree is
cookie.
on the
How
cookie.
cute.
Yeah. Another cookie.
And then
Different kind, though.
every month they've
And
sent us.
finally, the hardware, which it's not lacquerware. I
No,
don't
it's not
think.
wood.
I can't tell what it is, though. I guess it's just plastic.
Maybe it's supposed to go with the fish thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe they go
It
together.
looks like it was designed. To
So
go with the
that's
fish
going to
thing.
need to be washed out
That's it for the
before
box.
we eat it. Unfortunately for me, I think I'm going to be the one who's washing it.
Why you say that?
Well, somebody has to wash it before we eat from it, and I figure we want to do it on stream, right?
I could do it if you want. Tasting tour. Yeah, they always take really nice photography of all the stuff you're going to get in the box. And as usual, they go about the cultural background. They show how a lot of the stuff is made. And you can
Sure.
flip and tell people. They show you the bowl and everything.
So they also often have a maker highlight, whether it's a manufacturer of sweets or it's this time it's actually the manufacturer of this bowl here, and this is Tanaka Hashiten, bringing Japan to your dinner table. And they say, do you know over 80% of Japan-made chopsticks are made in Obama City, a coastal city based in Fukui Prefecture, just north of Kyoto. This historic town is not only home to beautiful scenery, temples, and fish dishes, but also Tanaka Hashiten. And this bowl here is their Sakura Owan bowl, and to learn more about it, we need to head over to a different page.
Alright, what kind of snacks do you want to try?
Oh, I'm hungry, so I want to try all of the snacks. I would like to start with the tea.
Okay.
This is a Sakura Sencha tea, so that's a green tea.
Yep. Move the What? Oh, these
I
are
think
the
these
teas.
are
Yeah.
it. Very pretty. They actually do have instructions on the back, which is nice. And these are made by Brooks Cafe. I apologize for the language in the background. So I am going to go ahead and read to you guys what Sakuraco has to say about this. So this is Sakura Sencha Tea by Brooks, Kanagawa. There are no common allergens and it is vegetarian friendly. Explore the bitter flavor and sakura aroma of Brooks' Sakura Sencha blend. Sencha is a Japanese green tea and its flavor comes from brewing tea leaves as opposed to tea powder like matcha. Enjoy the earthy and refreshing flavor of this spring exclusive Japanese tea. To brew this, we put 1 tea bag in a 140 to 180 milliliter cup or teapot. I should have done the Kiki teapot today. You never know what kind of tea they're going to send you. Place the tea bag on the side of the pot, then pour in the hot water, adjust to your liking. Leave the tea bag to steep for 1 minute, then remove and enjoy. Now I know you're kind of giving up caffeine. Do you want to share a cup of green tea?
Yeah, that'd probably be
Okay,
best.
then I'll go ahead and remove this.
Sencha is one of the most common types of green tea. If you've had green tea before, chances are it has been Sencha. But I'm sure every Sencha is different, and depending on when it was harvested and how much sunlight it had and how much time it is exposed to sunlight and oxygen and everything. So I don't know exactly how hot the water is right now. How many ounces did it say?
Oh, it said 148 to 180 milliliter cup or teapot. So I think that's probably fine since it is a cup.
Yeah. And how long does it say to brew it? Like a minute or two?
It says to brew for a minute, then remove and enjoy. So that's a quick one.
So it is currently steeping.
And you're timing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Smart
to.
cookie.
So what is the first snack that you want to try?
That is an excellent question. Because they have sent so many delicious snacks today.
It almost seemed like a little fish thing goes together with
the
something
bowl,
else.
I think?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the tasting tour. Thank you for joining us for our last box of spring 2021. Time flies so fast. Can you believe we're heading into summer soon? We're rounding off the season by featuring 2 of the most iconic flavors of the season, mochi and sakura. Our mochi inspiration comes from the dishes served at one of Japan's most lively festivals, Children's Day, which is May 5th, where we celebrate and wish for the continued health of the children in our lives. Coincidentally, late April, early May is also the final bloom of sakura for the year, particularly in the north of Japan. This gives us the perfect excuse to indulge in some delicious mochi and sakura sweets. So come along on our mochi and sakura tasting tour. Love the Sakuraco team. And they have a maker highlight on Rose Marin, creating beauty through sweets. And they have these really cute Daruma packaging going on. Or is it kind of might be the lions.
So it's almost like a yellowish green. Hopefully you guys can see that.
Now, they do normally do lacquerware. This just isn't it.
Yeah, the photo looks like it's lacquerware, but this certainly feels like plastic. There's some chance it's like a balsa wood or something, but...
I don't think so. It's got that foam plastic feeling to it.
Yeah.
And every month it seems like Sakuraco sends us a different piece of, like we've received kitchenware. Yeah, we received a teacup last month. The first month we received a small plate. I don't know where those have run off to. Otherwise, I would show you guys. So we're starting with the Sakura, the wind. Here, if you hand that to me, I'll put it.
I was using it to store things that might fly away.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like wrappers and stuff.
We're starting with the Sakura Mini Boom Couchin. This is made by Mikawa Daikokudo. Is that correct? Daikokudo?
Where?
My pronunciation is abysmal.
Yeah, it's Daikokudo.
This one contains egg, wheat, soybeans, and milk, but it is vegetarian friendly. A sweet mini Japanese roll cake with a spring twist. This moist and rich cake has the most delightful sakura aroma and flavor. The perfect partner for spring tea. Actually, that might be ideal. Did you know 2021 marks Bunkokuchen's 102nd anniversary in Japan, originally being brought over from Germany in 1919? What? What are you pointing at?
Open the snack.
Well, you could open the snack while I
Okay.
read. Or you could read and I can open the snack.
Yeah.
Or we could take turns.
So it has one of those packets, so you're probably supposed to let it air
For a
at least 30
minute.
seconds.
So it's a sakura flavored butter cake.
I think other than the fish thing, which is currently flying away, everything is pretty similar to what they've sent us before. They've never actually sent
thought
us
that too.
like a cookie, but they've sent us cookie-like things for sure. And they've sent us several things like this.
And the tea's ready to drink?
Yeah, might be too hot though. But with the wind, I think it's probably cool
I
enough.
think it's probably cool enough.
So despite having a preservative packet, when you're chewing, it doesn't taste preservative at all, but it has a slight preservative aftertaste. When I was chewing, it mostly tasted like peach, honestly. What is the
Sakura.
flavor? Okay. I mean, there's definitely some sakura in it. In fact, it tastes a lot like the sakura plum tea that we had. That came with the first box.
Oh, okay. I was
of
thinking
this.
you meant the kelp tea, the kombu tea from last month, which I really liked, but I was like, no. Would you call it a moist and rich cake?
Definitely. It's got some firmness to it. Like, see, I can push down on it and it
It's not
bounces
just
back.
mush.
Yeah. It is pretty moist. The green tea is quite good.
I was just checking the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry for being rude, but we don't have a computer out here, so from time to time, one of us may get up and just check the chat so that we can actually talk to you guys. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us on such a beautiful day in the afternoon. I think the green tea offsets the sweetness of the cake really nicely because it's a little bit bitter, and I normally don't like bitter teas all that much. I like sour things, but not bitter.
It makes it harder to appreciate the tea, though, I feel like. I was thinking I probably should have had some of the tea before I had any of the snacks.
Oh,
because
sure, yeah.
It's like a pretty big sugar hit.
Yeah.
It's not overly sweet, but it's definitely sweet.
So next is the Sakura Sable cookie. So could you unpackage it? And it probably needs to
Yeah, there's also a
Something.
packet inside of here to preserve.
So the Sakura Sable cookie is made by Rose Marin or Yamanashi. This is one of their featured makers this month. The common allergies for this is egg, wheat, soybeans, and milk, but it is vegetarian friendly. It contains cherry blossom extract as well. And I think we only got one of these. Made using cherry blossom petals, the Sakura chocolate, inside this moist and soft sable cookie makes for an indulgent treat. If you want to learn more about its origins, please head to page 4. Oh yeah, it's pink on the inside. How cute is that? And I'm just collecting a little bit of extra footage for the vlog for this week. Because usually with these live streams, I can't do that.
It smells the same whether you expose the inside or not.
Kind of smells like a butter cookie, which I think
Sugar
sables
cookie or a butter cookie.
are kind of in that family. It's good,
So
but it's
this
kind
is
of
sweet. Like, quite sweet. But it's a cookie, so...
it's not really different from what you would get in the U.S. in terms of like a good quality store cookie.
Yeah, I do think the filling inside makes it taste a little bit different though.
It is supposed to be a white chocolate, so
It's-
that could be why.
It's almost Pop-Tarty, but it tastes much better than a Pop-Tart.
Tardy. Pop tardy for the party. Now, what I would have liked to have
Slightly
seen
grainy.
from this box is more Children's Day themed things, if that's available. Like
Okay.
Children's Day is a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't really have a comparable celebration in the U.S. So it would have been cool, and maybe the back of the book focuses more on that, or even some ideas for how you could have a Children's Day celebration at home. But then that might be leading away from, this seems like it's a box curated more for adults.
Maybe that's what this is about.
That could be what that's about. And you're very curious. We're going to try that one, I promise.
Yep.
We're only going to do a limited number of treats today since there are so many treats on the table. And we have tried a few of these in the past, so like with the Monicas, we can probably save those for later. I think it makes a soup.
Mm-hmm. I think it might kind of dissolve and break apart.
I'm very curious.
Oh, you're supposed to crack its head open, I think. Or is there already a crack in the head? No, there's not. But it looks like you crack its head open
Just a smidgen.
and then pour
water into it.
the spout. Yeah. So he probably has
Do you want to
goodies
skip
inside.
to him?
Not necessarily, but if chat wants us to, we certainly could.
Well, there's only one way to find out. So why don't you read the Sakura Kaiten Mochi, and I'll check
Sure.
the chat.
So the Sakura Kaiten Mochi, I think is what's in parentheses where it's from.
Sometimes
Uh,
places have a couple different
Nagano?
names. Yeah, that would be where it's from.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I just wasn't familiar with Nagano. The combination of agar, a plant-based gelatin common in many Japanese desserts, and mochi, this treat has an irresistible chewy texture to complement the sakura flavor. So it's a sakura-themed jelly, essentially. Individually packaged. It probably will smell like almost nothing.
Maybe.
And I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to pop the whole thing in your mouth.
Probably. That's not very YouTubey
Yeah,
though.
there's not much of a smell. You're gonna bite it?
You can go first.
I'll try biting it.
Not that I'm afraid of it or anything, but more I don't want to hold people up while I'm getting YouTubey footage.
It was easy to bite. It's a little bit savory.
I like that. It's not, you would think it'd be super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Not
It
a lot
definitely
of
didn't try
flavor.
to hide the agar flavor.
No.
Which doesn't have much, but it does have a bit of a flavor.
Now this it has no common allergens, but it may contain animal byproducts. So they may also use gelatin in this.
Yeah. I feel like I can see little bits of like seedlings in there or something, so this probably isn't a very heavily processed
It is
product,
good,
I'm
though.
guessing. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So we're gonna skip ahead probably to the fish. They do show it in this bowl, so
Mm-hmm.
we can use my cup as the mic holder. Oh, sure, I can entertain folks real quick.
And even have snacks, it's not gonna bother me.
Oh, it's not gonna bother you if I have a snack. I appreciate that.
Should I take off this label?
Yeah, you might as well, because so I'll read the bowl's info for you guys. I have to tell y'all, it was so much warmer and not windy like an hour ago when I was setting up, and it always picks up when I'm recording outside. All right, so this is our Sakura Owan bowl. It is made by Tanaka Hashiten in Fukui. Apparently that bowl contains common allergens. It contains egg, wheat, soybeans, and milk. So it says, give your dinner a little bit of a spring flair. You'll find a sakura-shaped base and subtle sakura motif on the side of this Japan-made traditional bowl, perfect for soups or small desserts. It is dishwasher friendly. It is not oven and microwave friendly. I am 100% not surprised because I think that thing is made out of foam. And it contains egg, wheat, soybeans, and milk. Is it gonna fall apart on us while we're eating? But it's a very lightweight bowl, kind of designed to look like it's made of traditional lacquerware. And Joseph said I could go ahead and have a snack, but I'm going to be patient, and instead I'll read to you the prefecture spotlight of Kanagawa. And I guess what I'll do is I'll walk around the table so I can... I will walk around the table so we can actually read it together. So the prefecture spotlight is Kanagawa. Kanagawa, based in the Kanto region, is home to the Sakura Sencha tea in this month's box. But being only a stone's throw away from Tokyo, there's no shortage of things to do. And she is in Hokokuji Temple in Kanagawa, known for its beautiful bamboo grove. Towards Kanagawa's coast, you'll find Kamakura, known for its lush greenery and for being a former political center for Japan in the 12th century. Kamakura is home to many shrines, temples, and historical monuments that have been preserved, even to this day. But even more popular are its refreshing sandy beaches. Head further west and you'll reach Hakone, famed for its hot springs and national park, where on a clear day you'll have an amazing view of Mount Fuji. If you're more interested in exploring urban areas, Yokohama is a destination you need to visit. The second biggest city in Japan, it has plenty of cultural hotspots and shops to explore. It's best known for its Chinatown, which is full of fantastic architecture and delicious food. When visiting Kanagawa, there is no need to choose between the countryside and the city. Explore the juxtaposition of nature and urban when exploring this fascinating prefecture.
Like a little piñata inside.
Oh! Hang on a sec. You can bring it. You can
kind of
pull it
dusty
back
on the outside, so this might be the culprit of the dust in the box.
All right, give it another shaka shaka for me. Wait. It's very cute. It's like a little puffer fish. All right. Ah, so difficult.
No smell to it.
No smell to
It
it.
wants to crack its cranium.
Oh, you're rough.
Well, that's what it showed to do.
Let me find it in the book. It's cold out, so I can't get a grip on anything.
You want me to do it, or you want to do it?
Okay, so this is, you can do it. This is the Fukuruko Shiruko. It is by Iwatsuka Confectionery in Shizuoka. It does contain milk, but it is vegetarian friendly. And inside the blowfish-shaped Monica wafers, thought to be a symbol of good luck, you'll find a mochi surprise. It contains instant shiruko, a sweet red bean and mochi porridge. So this is actually a sweet dish. Place the wafer in a bowl and make a small hole on the top of the blowfish by gently tapping the roof of the Monica with a spoon. Pour 100 milliliters of hot water into the hole. The contents of the blowfish will then enter the bowl. Mix thoroughly to complete.
Is it 100 milliliters?
It did, yeah.
Does that kind of fill it up or not?
It's also leaking, so just do your best.
It's supposed to leak.
You are probably a little... Yeah, that's probably about it. If you would hold this I'll move the camera so they can see. Oh, it smells good. That is definitely...
It has those little rice puffs inside
Oh!
that was in, what's that kind
The
of
tea.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting windier. No. Okay. So then the contents of the blowfish will enter the bowl. Mix thoroughly to complete. So I guess go ahead and mix it. Yeah, they're showing they're showing a pair of chopsticks. Ours are all packed up. Bludgeoning that poor blowfish.
You gotta mix it somehow. It's not breaking up that well. Maybe the water wasn't hot enough?
That could be.
It was kind of fun, actually. I imagine a child would love this. Destroying pufferfish. His little mouth is still intact. Oh, so sad.
You were enjoying this a lot.
Oh.
And this is in the marvelous mochi section, so there should be mochi in there as well.
I think there's probably more water in theirs. I'm gonna add a little bit.
Gonna
more
add
water.
some more water.
Yeah.
Vermis said it was a sunny day here in the UK too. There was a national panic until people remembered what the sun was. And things you hear when you're mumbling distracted. You had to crack its head open.
What is that?
That's
it's
probably
different
mochi.
Yeah, it probably is mochi. Alright, who wants to try it first? I think it might be incorporated, but there's still a few bits left. Yeah, see?
I don't think it's supposed to be perfectly incorporated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move the camera so they can actually see the resulting interior of the fish.
It smells almost exactly like that tea.
It does look like brains. I think, yeah, kids and adults will both enjoy this treat. Oh, I'm glad they sent us some warm things.
Might have to switch spoons.
Yeah, this is not something I could eat with chopsticks, that's for sure.
So, it's like, what is the tea called again?
Kombu tea.
It's like kombu tea, except it's like if you mixed sweet red bean paste inside of it as well. I think that might just be what it is, honestly.
I don't mind it.
No, it tastes pretty good. But it has that sweet plus savory aspect to it.
This is like the kind of thing I would eat at breakfast because it's not too heavy and it's not too sweet. But
I'm definitely glad we added more water because it's a little bit concentrated as it is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it might be too much if we didn't. I was also having a little bit of trouble breaking down all of the red bean paste.
Yeah. Well, we have it. It's a Zojirushi water boiler, and it's really good at keeping water warm, but it is nippy outside, so.
Yeah.
I know you told me to put us in the sun, and I should have.
What do you want to try next?
Well, I don't know. Let's ask them. So we did the most fun thing, probably. We've got, these are supposedly sandwich cookies. We've got this, which is like a jelly that you then put like a powder on. So it's a dessert.
Let me try to bite the mochi.
We have this, which looks like it might be I bet it's a dorayaki with big paste in it. We've got some light and crispy cracker things. We've got a whole bag that we're visiting his parents today, and I have a feeling I will end up eating the bag on the trip. We've got these like little mochis. We've got these kind of Monica so they're like crispy wafer crackers. And we've got this pretty packaged gift. And we've got what looks to be, ooh, these are, Minarashi Dango flavored Monica. I love Minarashi Dango.
So back to the soup fish. What is it called?
Fukuroko
Yeah,
or Ruku.
Fukuroko Shiruko. The Fukuroko Shiruko. I expected the crisp to stay crispier longer. It might be that we mixed it so much. And the soup also got a little gelatinous.
Yeah,
That might have been
it's
from,
supposed to though. I think.
Sure.
Cause like,
But regardless, it's still good. There's still like a mix of textures and a mix of flavors. So it's definitely one of the most interesting things I think they've sent along.
it's
aside
very
from
unique.
being fun.
I haven't seen
you know?
anything like that in stores here, which is kind of my go-to. So Vermis was saying that he needs to go down to the shops when things open up a bit more and actually try out some mochi. So he doesn't necessarily have a frame of comparison to make a recommendation.
Try the mochi, speaking of,
So
the
I guess
mochi was very gummy.
well, that's mochi.
Yeah.
It's not bad though.
Yeah, I wasn't complaining.
So I think it's our pick. So
let's try the
package.
gift box. Yeah.
Okay,
You can open it, or you want me to?
let me finish this.
I'll find the page. So.
I appreciate that. My ADHD self, this is my first actual meal of the day, so.
And I know we've said it both other times, but Sakuraco is a new subscription box, and they've been hitting it out of the park. I feel like.
I think so. I'm glad to hear you say that because you're a tough customer.
Well, it is expensive.
It
but
is.
They're,
But
I
you
feel
get
like
a lot of treats.
They're at least trying to meet
Yeah.
that.
Well, we did the first time we did
It's a
it.
luxury subscription.
I
box,
did
I would say.
like comparable prices, like whatever I could find a price for, and if I couldn't, I found something comparable, and it was about $40.
So this little treat is from Osaka. It is called Hime Sakura Kuzumochi.
Oh, so it's it's like a jelly mochi.
It contains soybeans. So the description.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Can I use it? This thing is dead.
Yeah. The description is incorporating the delicate flavor of sakura, which most of these items are. This traditional sweet is known for its beautiful translucency and soft texture. Sprinkle the included hinako roasted soy flour on top and enjoy. So we've had other snacks like this before. In a lot of these snacks, the gel actually doesn't have much flavor at all. It's mostly the powder.
The kinoko powder, yeah. Which
flavoring.
I actually really like kinoko, so that's not really an
So
issue
it
to
looks
me.
like you slide it out.
That's very cute. It is very pink.
Oh, I should show.
You should show.
So it looks like the gel is actually sakura flavored, which makes sense. So it should have some flavor.
The packaging is cute too.
You just stand it here. I can.
Oh yeah, yeah. The box of holding.
Is that film still on top? No,
Is
it's
it?
not. It just kind of looked like it had a plastic film.
Did you read the so the common allergens for this are soybeans, and it is vegetarian friendly. And this is supposed to pair perfectly with the Rikishi Mochi Monica on page 15. And it's known for helping to build strength. So it's probably a popular Children's
Let's
Day
get
item.
it when the wind is not blowing. Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job though.
And maybe we'll wait to add the rest until we've.
Eaten some and it can actually just stick to the...
Yeah. So I only got a little bit on the table.
Good.
So that was about half the powder, I think.
It's very
There's not a whole lot of room at the top for the powder.
Would you check the chat and I get to take the first bite?
Sure.
Thank you. I know, it's hard to get out of these chairs on the grass. It's very cute.
I don't
and
actually
very
know
cute.
how to bring up the chat.
There's like a
I see it.
speech bubble,
Yeah.
and then you click live chat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very sticky and very...
Vermis said when you say sakura flavor, is it cherry flavor
No.
or more of a kind of cherry blossom?
It's more of a cherry blossom,
Yeah.
which is good. I love sakura flavored stuff, and I don't like fake cherry flavored stuff. It's good. Very, very light flavor.
Yeah.
You really
that's what I
taste the
expected.
roasted soybeans much more.
Yep.
But I mean, I like roasted soybeans, so.
Kind of hard to cut
It's
into
very
with a
hard to
spoon.
cut into. I have a smaller spoon from the other thing. You want me to grab it?
If you want. Yeah, you almost have to cut it with the spoon in order to get into it.
Because it's the jelly flavor.
It has a mind of its own because it's not fully cut. There.
The jelly texture on it, like whatever they're using to make it a gelatin, is very strong, very fierce. I wasn't expecting this one to be a like an agar-based jelly from the pack. I don't know what I was expecting. A
I
cake,
assumed it
I
was
think.
because we've had. Oh, you mean just looking at the? Yeah, yeah. It did seem to be packaged like if that package was in America, it would be a little pastry. I think.
Well, then, on that note, we'll save this for another time, I think. And are these the Monica they're talking about? Let me check. Page 15.
It has a very Jello-like texture. It's slightly different than the other.
These are the
gelatinous thing
ones
we
that they
had.
recommend we have with these. So I'll read this and we'll try one with it, okay?
Okay.
These are the Rikishi Mochi Monica by Tenkai Confectionery in Niigata. And the common allergies are wheat, soybeans, as well as some milk and eggs, but it is vegetarian friendly. If you have a sumo-like hunger, Rikishi Mochi Monica is the snack you need. Sumo are said to eat their mochi to build strength, which inspired the creation of this Monica wafer sandwich filled with mochi and 100% Hokkaido-grown Azuki red beans.
So speaking of, the treat itself is from Niigata. It looks like. You want me to open it?
And they recommend we try these together, so that's why we're trying them together.
So the outside of these treats, so this has some dust in the package.
Sends the dust on top of the mochi, which is fine.
The outside of these treats almost always doesn't have much flavor. It's really more of a holder for the tasty.
It's like a
things on the
sandwich cookie,
inside.
like a wafer sandwich cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very red bean paste. So if you don't like red bean paste, this is not a good, like, I would say none of the Sakuraco boxes are a good box if you just don't like red bean paste, because it is such a common.
It might be slightly stale. It's slightly doesn't have enough tooth to it, I would say.
It could have absorbed a lot of moisture.
In the red bean paste. That being said, the outside is not bad. The inside is very good. I don't know if these necessarily go together. They certainly don't conflict with each other.
Well, they called them a perfect pair, so I thought it was worth trying. It has absorbed some of the moisture. I think fresh it'd be really good because you get that crisp wafer.
The red bean paste is pretty high quality. There are no whole red beans in it, as far as I can tell. Oh, there are some.
Mochi.
Okay,
It has
there's
a heart of
bits
mochi.
mochi inside. Sorry.
It's very dusty. It's good though. They sent two, so we can save one for later. That's the plus. Last month, when my family came and helped out because everything was green tea based, everything was getting split 4 ways, so we ate through the entire box. Because if you are dedicated to the task, 4 people can eat this box no problem. Not saying you should aim for that. I'm not saying that's like aspirational, but I guess if you were like,
I think if you're making an event out of it,
right,
that'd be
if
great.
you were hosting a
But
party,
we've talked about that before.
yeah. One of the people who hang out in the chats and in the Discord server, she and her husband make a picnic out of this, and I think that might be some of my inspiration for this now that I think about it. But it really does make for like a nice, relaxing afternoon kind of thing that you can share with somebody or many someones.
So there's actually a lot of powder left. and I think if you divide it up into small pieces like we have been and kind of mix it around a little bit, it will coat quite well, and you'll be able to have a good ratio of the powder to
I think that's the point.
gelatin.
Mhm.
I didn't mind it with the amount we had it, but it will be interesting to try it with a lot of powder versus a little bit of gelatin. So right now I'm just trying to split it up into little pieces so that they'll all get coated thoroughly.
It's like mixing slime.
You know, they are very stubborn. You need some chopsticks. Might be the best tool for
Yeah.
this task. It is not gelatin that agrees with you. It's not at all like Jello where you can pretty easily
Get a clean
separate
cut.
a piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will hold its form and not stick like crazy to everything around it because there's still a thread left.
I think you're just making it worse by beating it up, though.
I think it might be Akira-ing.
Is it getting bigger? Blah, 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 blah.
Alright, I'll try a piece. If I can get a piece.
I believe in you.
It has more crunch when you coated it with a lot more powder.
Looks like
And the
chopped
flavor
chicken.
is entirely different.
Now that he's done with it, it looks like chopped chicken.
Well, what can I say? A chickenify thing. You're just having the whole...
I'm just gonna down the hole.
Okay.
So, unless you want the last bite.
No, it's fine. I call that 2 bites myself,
Mhm.
but to each their own.
Mm-hmm. Well, I couldn't separate it. You, like, loved it.
I heard it.
It's good like that, though.
So more powder is more better.
I really like, it's Kinoku powder, right? The
That sounds
soybean,
right.
roasted soybean. Kinoko is mushrooms.
It was pretty short. It was, and I think it started with a K.
All right, so I want to do 2 more.
That's
And
fine.
then
Yeah,
we will
that'll be about
call
an
it
hour,
an
so
evening.
that works.
Yeah. So one of the ones I do want to try is Mitarashi Mochi Monica because I love Mitarashi Dango and I want to see if it actually compares.
And these little cookies are pretty, so we should probably do those.
All right.
Does that
So
sound good?
yes, that does. So we're gonna do the Mitarashi Dango Monicas, and we're going to do the Sakura cookies, and then we'll call it an afternoon. So the Mitarashi Mochi Monica is by Iguchi Confectionery in Fukuoka. It contains eggs as well as milk, sesame, and soybeans. It is not vegetarian friendly because it may contain animal byproducts. Mitarashi sauce is a fresh, sweet, and slightly spicy soy sauce and sugar-based sauce. It pairs well with mochi and red bean paste, anko, all lovingly spread in between 2 crispy Monica wafers.
The wafers look toasted almost.
They do.
There's no real smell to it.
And I love like fresh Mitarashi Dango, and Joseph does not necessarily feel as strongly as I do. What's the... Thank you. You can go ahead.
Okay.
I don't mean to prevent you from enjoying delicious treats. Does it taste like the real deal? Am I gonna like it?
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
I love
'cause
saucy
it's
things.
very sweet and very savory.
Oh, that's me.
It's a bit salty too. So the outside again, slightly stale. Not that significant though. It doesn't. It's not dissatisfactory. You can see how it kind of broke up a little bit, but also just mushed a little bit when I bit it.
The inside is delicious.
The inside is delicious. So
I
it's
would
pretty
eat the heck out of
jelly-like.
this.
It's more jelly-like.
This
than,
is like a snack to me, not like a dessert. This is like I want a snack.
Yeah. It's more like a jelly than
A mochi.
than red bean paste,
Mhm.
but it's less like a jelly than the agar jelly we just ate. So it's kind of like a very sticky, like candy-like substance, but it tastes
Very
pretty savory.
here. I love
Yeah.
it. is just super good. I'm gonna be sad because I don't know how to get these. Good job, Sakuraco. Now this is something, if I saw it in a store, I would buy it because I already know I like these. But I like that they included them because they're really good. But also because there's something that when people are at the store and they're getting like Japanese snacks, you usually grab like Pocky, you usually grab like Haichu, you usually grab like Ramune, and there's like a few savory treats you might grab because you recognize them. But this is not the sort of thing most people would be like, yeah, I'll try that. But it's really good, and I'm glad they included it because it kind of can expand people's horizons.
Sure. To me, it tastes like Japanese barbecue or something like that, which is strange in a little pastry treat, but it's good.
Can you rebrew sencha?
Sure. Yeah, sencha can be rebrewed at least 3 times.
Good.
Some senchas you can rebrew 4, but I've never really rebrewed sencha 4 times. In fact, it's encouraged. You usually get slightly different flavors, so I'm pouring it directly into the tea bag now because I imagine the water's a little bit cooler. I'm also filling it more because I think there's probably enough space to fill it more. And I usually brew for very slightly longer, so I'm probably going to set it for like 1 minute and 20 seconds.
I definitely need something to drink because as delicious, hey Hema, good afternoon. As delicious as those Mitarashi Dango monakas are, the flavor stays in your mouth. And I don't think I could taste anything else. Like, it's delicious. It is satisfying in that it kind of stays with you after, and a lot of Japanese treats don't. But it's like completely obliterated my taste buds. So, but a nice, refreshing rebrew. Oh yeah, you know.
So we're trying these cookies next, which, as I pointed out, the tree design is actually on the cookie itself.
Trying to find it for y'all. I think we got a good team going because you can unwrap it and I can read it, or vice versa. And, okay, these are the soccer cream sandwiches, and they have a really cute print.
Okay, so there's something inside?
Supposedly, yes. That just means our tea is ready.
I was going to let it brew for a little while longer,
I can
but
do that.
Fine. Yeah, that would explain what's holding it together, because mine is quite cracked.
Yeah, oh, it's very cute. This is made by Nagara N in Gifu, and this contains everything. If you're allergic to stuff, you can't have this one. It has egg, wheat, milk, almond, orange, kiwi, soybeans, banana, apple, and sesame. But it is vegetarian friendly. That's another nice thing about this box is not everything is vegetarian friendly, but there are a lot of vegetarian friendly things in here.
So the design isn't rubbing off. I guess they just printed it on there. I'm not sure.
Maybe it was in the dough, but I don't think so. If you can't come and see the Sakura in Japan, we'll bring them to you. These delicate wafers are made from fried mochi. Oh, that's neat. So they're just the rice cakes. Feature blooming sakura and sandwich a light and sweet vanilla cream. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's definitely done by now.
Stuff it in there.
Let's crack this tree open.
Oh well.
That was a lot tougher than I thought because it's very light. So I thought it was just gonna kind of break open.
I've been using his phone to get secondary footage for the vlog. So if the shots for this were somehow disappointing, check out the vlog because I'm getting all up and personal with these Japanese treats.
We're gonna open a second or just have this one?
I think we could split. Are you okay with just splitting one?
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
okay with it. Oh, they're very crispy. You could not eat this in class. Everyone would know, and then they would want some.
What are those American wafer treats? Yeah, it tastes like again like a better
Like a
version
classy
of those.
Necco wafer.
Yeah. So Necco wafers are much more dry. This doesn't seem that dry. Maybe it's because of the ratio of.
Also, Necco Wafers has this cheap sugar cream creme.
Yeah.
This might be real cream.
Yeah, it could be. I don't think there's a preservative pack inside of this. Actually, the only things that have had preservative packs that we've opened so far are the first 2 things that we've had. Nothing else has had a preservative pack.
It will fall apart on you. So you can't eat this discreetly. It's good. Goes very well with the tea. So you think this box is worth the money?
Probably,
That
yeah.
is high praise.
Okay.
There's so many things I buy and Joseph's like, why'd you get that? So I feel like I won. I also have to say,
It is pretty sweet. It's interesting that the, I guess I'm squeezing it more than I realized.
it slides a little too.
The cream is, yeah, it's sliding and the cream is gushing out.
I've really enjoyed doing these Sakuraco unboxings with you. It's really nice to like share these treats and be able, I love talking about food. So this is like pure indulgence for me because it's sitting and eating Japanese treats and talking about them. So I've been really enjoying these. So we do not have time to sample all the snacks today, which is kind of a bummer. I am going to try to remember when I'm eating them to do a quick vlog and include them in the weekly vlog, just so I'm not leaving you. Yeah, I am gonna show the snacks that we did eat. That was my plan. I'm gonna find them in the book and show them. I just gotta figure it out first. Takes me a minute. I think, no, this is not it. I guess we had this already. It just didn't look like that. And we had this. And we had this. And we had this. And this and this. We actually made some progress. Okay. So this is the Azuki Warabi Mochi. It's made by Yamada Confectionery. And this is a soft treat that is often enjoyed in warmer months. This one features a unique texture of Azuki red beans gently folded in during the cooking process, topped with fine kinoko powder for a delicious mochi experience. Now we received 2 cookies. I don't know if they are the same.
They look different.
Or, well, the packaging is definitely different. I don't know if it's the same type of cookie with just cute different packaging. So one of these at least is Kinoko Mochi. It is crispy, light, and sweet. Kinoko Mochi highlights a different side of mochi, one that melts in your mouth. These bite-sized treats are coated with a sprinkling of kinoko, roasted soybean flour, and Japanese sanban sugar. And Train is so jealous
One already broken.
that we are eating so many delicious treats today. This is Fig Dorayaki by Hiyoshi Confectionery.
I actually should have had that, but I'm sure it'll stay.
It'll come up in the vlog. We'll
Yeah.
split this one because it's a
Fig and dorayaki sounds delicious.
Fig is delicious in general.
Yeah.
Using Japan-grown wheat and plenty of delicious Japanese fig jam and red bean paste, the Fig Dorayaki makes for an indulgent and fluffy treat.
Japanese people are also big on their figs, aren't they?
I don't know.
I mean, Japanese people treat a lot of fruit like
With a lot of
precious
respect.
items
yeah.
almost. Yeah. So I think I'm assuming they're using high quality.
Figs.
Yeah.
Sure, I can see that. So these are a bag of plum mochi, and I'll probably start eating these on the trip to Santa Monica today. And this delicious and addictive mochi combines sweet marshmallow and sour plum jam for its filling. Chewy, sweet, and refreshing, a mochi lover's dream. We'll see. We both really like mochi, so we'll see. And then there is a you explain. My brain just went into hard shutdown. I don't know why.
There's an explanation of how the mochi is made for some of these treats.
We would actually like to try making mochi.
Tradition goes back probably thousands of years, certainly hundreds of years.
Okay, they do talk a little bit about Children's Day. I'm a super dork. I love the koi flags. Yeah, we've talked about this when we have a house and we have kids. I want to put the koi flags out. They're very cute. And I'm a little...
Honestly, I don't even know what they symbolize.
I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't receive any koi, like, And
Like
it wasn't
that bowl
other
could've
than
been a
the
koi or
yeah.
something.
I mean, we got that little the goldfish thing, the blowfish thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have liked like a koi plate or something like that. But I do have a Zen Pop coming in, so maybe because every time I do
Pour
Zen
it out.
Pop, I'm like, hit the Japanese festivals, give me the cultural goods. And they talk some more about mochi. And they talk about the Sakuraco community, which I feel like I can never be in because I don't
Is this
take
an
pictures.
advertisement for Starbucks?
Yeah, so it's actually a photo contest and you can win. Look, to be real, Japan, Starbucks, their custom stuff is super cute.
So it's not really an advertisement. It's a
It's a
promotional
contest.
giveaway.
And other than that, that is the May Sakuraco box. Like I said, I'll try to make sure I try the treats we haven't tried with you guys in the weekly vlog. I had so much fun hanging out with y'all today. Thank you for joining my little tea party. I look forward to seeing you guys in, technically it's going to be late May, but it'll be the June box, so we'll probably still be here doing it. But I had a lot of fun and everything was delicious, and I look forward to seeing you guys with the Zen Pop box, which is coming in who knows when, but I'll let you know on the community tab and I'll promote it. And Joseph's gonna read the chat so I can say final goodbyes.
I barely knew mochi was a thing, Verma said.
Oh, that's a shame. Mochi's good.
I come to see snacks, Tyra said.
Yes, snacks.
And Verma said, thank you for the education. Hema was wondering if fried mochi is a thing. Was that fried or was that baked? The little
That
cookie
was,
that we had.
I think that was fried, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh, yes, fried mochi is a thing and it is so good. And grilled mochi is a thing and I have never tried it, but it has to be good because fried mochi is good.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you. And thank you.